Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I'm going to show you the 5 most common mistakes people make when they're trying to get into ketosis. So if you are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I am a woman on a mission to get 1 million people fasting. A fasting lifestyle is our way out of chronic disease. Getting into ketosis is really important, which is why I want to do this video for you all to make sure that we set you up for success in your fasting lifestyle, in your ketogenic efforts. So stay tuned because I've got some really clear points that I think will be helpful here. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And those of you that share my videos out, just love being on this journey with you. It's super important to me that you guys succeed with fasting. And part of succeeding with fasting means knowing how to get into ketosis. So if you're struggling to get into ketosis, these are the 5 things I want you to ask yourself. And I know when you're here on YouTube and you're looking at all my videos and it's like drinking from a fire hose, there are pieces you can grab here and there that will be helpful. But if you struggle to put it in a system, come join me in my Reset Academy. That's what we're helping people do. Just put Reset Academy and my team will send you a link. But let's start with these 5 things. This is like a foundational place in which I want you to do some self-reflection. Okay, first, restricting carbs. People think to get into ketosis, you've got to restrict carbs. And I say that you can get into ketosis without restricting carbs. How flippin' cool is that? Does that mean I love carbs? No, that doesn't mean that I'm like, hey, go eat your donuts and let me show you how you can get into ketosis as well. I do not believe that. But I do believe that getting into a state of ketosis is not about suffering and reducing your carb load. So here's a couple of recommendations I have for you. You can count macros if you want, but I will tell you from what I'm understanding from interacting with you guys, it gets a little exhausting counting macros. I think macros are good in the beginning so that we have an idea of where we're at. I think if you want to be in ketosis, you're going to want your macros, your carb macro to be around 50 net carbs. So I do think it's a gauge, but I also know that I have seen over and over again when somebody goes from a refined carbohydrate, bread, pastas, cakes, cookies type diet and switches over to nature's carbs, like fruits and potatoes, even like quinoa and beans. Just that switch alone without counting any macros is going to help them get into ketosis much easier. And here's why. Nature's carbs has fiber. And the more fiber a carbohydrate has, the less it's going to spike your blood sugar, which means if your blood sugar doesn't go high, you're going to switch over to ketosis a lot quicker. So a lot of people think that the only way they can get into ketosis is by restricting carbs, and I say restrict refined carbohydrates. So that would be my first thing, but go ahead and enjoy the other carbohydrates in your eating window. Second thing that I see that people make mistakes when trying to get into ketosis is they try by overdoing fat. Now, there are bad fats, there are good fats, and there are keto fats. So bad fats are all those inflammatory fats that I feel like I say on every video, and it's so worth repeating, but it's the canola, the corn, the cottonseed, the safflower, the sunflower, soybean, partially hydrogenated oils, vegetable oils, soybean oils, boom. Stay away from those. Those are not on your journey towards health. Those will build disease. But then we've got like avocado oil. We've got some of the Andrea seed oils you guys all know that I'm a fan of. We have other good oils, but they may not be the oils that will help you get into ketosis the best. There is one keto oil that will help you get into ketosis, that will help kill hunger, that is my absolute favorite, and that is MCT oil. The reason MCT oil works so well is because it is a piece of coconut oil that is not going to raise your cholesterol levels. And when you ingest MCT oil, it goes straight up into the brain and it shuts down the hunger hormone. And when your body senses MCT oil coming in, it gets you making ketones quicker. So once you've taken the bad refined flours out and you've stopped counting macros and you've gone into nature's carbs, heavily into nature's carbs, now let's lean into MCT oil. And there's two places you can use this. You can use this in your fasting window. Highly recommend it. Put in your coffee, put it in your tea. But you can also use MCT oil in your eating window. And add it, drizzle it over salad dressing, put it over a sweet potato, cook with it. The MCT oil in the eating window is going to help you make ketones as well, even though you're eating. So let's lean into that as a key fat to help you with ketosis. Okay, third one, this is my jam. I think the fastest way into ketosis is through fasting. Intermittent fasting rocks. I'm an advocate for 6 different length fasts, and I really believe that if you want to get into ketosis, the fastest path is fasting. So 13 to 15 hours is your first mark. If you're there and you're not getting into ketosis, go back and ask yourself, am I restricting the right carbs? Am I eating the keto fat? Am I upping my MCT oil? And if the answer is yes to both of those, then you're gonna need to elongate your fast. I've seen people sometimes have to go 36, 48 hours once or twice to be able to get that ketone production. Okay, fourth thing, and this is so important, as much as we love ketosis, it is not the goal. The goal is metabolic switching, in and out. So what we're trying to do is stabilize blood sugar and then boom, over into the fat adaptation system here and become a fat burner so that we can make ketones. Once we make ketones, we don't want to stay there. The goal is not to stay there for the whole day. The goal is to dip in and out of ketosis. The goal is not to look at your meter and go, I'm rock on, I have 5.0 for ketones. That's like the same thing we do on the scale, wanting a number on the scale. I only want to see on your meter, I want to know you're above 0.5 millimoles. That tells me you're in ketosis. Once you're there, I want to leave you there for a couple of hours and then I want you out. And I want you to learn how to switch in and out. The goal is not ketosis and then stay in ketosis. The goal is in and out of ketosis. And then the last one, and I think this one is really important, especially for women, we've got to cycle our ketogenic behaviors. So women, if you are a cycling woman, you are not meant to be in ketosis the week before your period. So don't be trying to restrict carbs and fast a long period that week before you actually bleed. You're not designed to do that. So make sure you're cycling your ketosis. If you're a man and you intermittent fasting, like you rocked it, you lost a ton of weight, you were doing really well with the ketogenic diet and you didn't vary your fast, you didn't vary your food and you're stuck, then guess what? It's time to make sure that you are cycling. You want to go shorter fast, longer fast. Some fast some days, some fast not the other day. Carb load one day, protein load the next. Try to up your MCT oil on the third day. It's this constant in and out that is what we're searching for with ketosis. That is the healing part of ketosis. Ketosis isn't the end goal. It's not the destination. It is a piece of the whole puzzle that is going to make you healthier. So there you go. Those are the 5 mistakes. Again, I know that it would be much easier for me to sit up here and give you a very linear path, but the human body is complex. And when we use these concepts, I want to make sure that you don't get frustrated because there is a unique path to you. And I want you to understand this in and out is the goal. The in and out is the goal. And these are the ways that we can use that to our advantage. So if that helps, please put it in the comments. I'm going deep into the nuance because I read your guys' comments. I see so many of you who are succeeding, and then I see the ones that you guys are saying I'm stuck. And I want to help you guys, that you all that are feeling stuck. I want you to start looking at these small little nuances that will make a big difference when you are in searching for better health. Sometimes we've got to start looking at all these pieces. So let me know if that helps. I also would love, because we're a community, if you've made one of these mistakes and you corrected it and you got a better result, tell your story in the comments. That way we can all learn from it. That way we can all connect. It's so much I learned from reading your guys' comments. So many people come to my channel and learn from you. So please, if you used one, self-corrected, you got a better result with your ketogenic efforts or your fasting lifestyle, tell it in the comments below. And as always, don't give up on yourself. You are a miracle. Your body wants to do ketosis, and then sometimes it doesn't. It wants you out of ketosis. But you were designed to have great mental clarity. You were designed to lose weight. You were designed to have insane energy. If after the years goes on, you are not feeling like you are loving the body you're living in, then it's time to start to make some changes. And that's what I hope videos like this will help you see what changes exactly you need to make. And if it's all very confusing, come join me in my academy. Let's help you have an experience with this information that sets you up for success. Hope that helps.